Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. So today we are going to run through a nice beginner's routine for Pilates. Okay, so hopefully it will be a nice gentle stretch out for you. We are going to start with our feet hip width apart, standing at the end of our mat. All right. I want you to line the pelvis through to neutral as best you can. That's bringing pubic bone in line with those hip bones. All right. The rib cage is going to sit nicely down on top, looking towards the pelvis, and the crown of the head is going to reach up towards the ceiling. We find a little connection into our center here. And we're going to start by inhaling as we sweep the arms forward and up. All right, nice inhale here through the nose. And as we take the arms up to full shoulder flexion, I just want you to make sure your rib cage stays looking down towards your chest, okay? We don't want to arch the back here. All right, I want you to keep the ribs looking down towards the chest. We're going to ribs looking down towards the chest, ribs towards the hips, circle the arms wide. As you get to shoulder height, I want you to turn your palms behind you, extend into the shoulder joints slightly, and just bring those arms back down and all the way around. Inhale once again here as the arms reach up, full shoulder flexion. Exhale, circle the arms wide. Turn the palms behind you as you come to shoulder height and push back, opening out across the front of the chest, keeping the weight nice and even through the feet. Two more just like that. Inhale here. Exhale, circle wide and push back and down. And one more here. Inhale. And exhale, we circle the arms wide as they come to shoulder height, palms behind you, push back and down. All right, keeping that nice alignment through the spine. We're going to send the arms back first. Circle them wide now. Rotate the palms towards the front and then into the midline of the body as the arms lift up. All right, we slowly lower those arms back down in front of the body, and we're going to do three more just like that. Extend the shoulders first. Circle them wide. Keep a nice alignment through the spine. Circle the palms into the midline at the top there and then float them all the way back down. Okay, extend through those shoulders. Good. Circle the arms wide and bring them all the way up. Nice alignment through the spine here. Palms look into the midline of the body at the top. And this is our last one coming up. Neutral spine. Just take the hands back behind you. Circle wide and all the way up. And then we float those arms all the way back down. All right, from here, maintain this neutral spine. And we're just going to hinge at the hip, turn the pelvis around those thigh bones, and hinge forward. Take a bow. All right, nice neutral spine. And then we lift all the way back up, turning the hips back around those thigh bones. All right, off we go again. Roll the pelvis forward, take a bow, hip hinge forward. Good. And then open back out. Inhale here. Exhale, take a bow. Roll the pelvis around those thigh bones, hip hinge forward. Lovely little stretch in the backs of the legs. And open back up. Inhale here. Last one. Exhale. Hinge forward. This time, stay in that hinge. Let your arms reach to the floor. Tuck your chin and just roll through the spine now, bone by bone, down into your roll down position. Soften your knees. Ground through your feet. And then I want you to push the floor away, straightening the legs as you tuck the tailbone down towards the floor, bring the pelvis to neutral, and restack that spine all the way back up to your neutral standing. All right, we're going to hinge again, forward at the hip. When you can't go any further, you're going to tuck your chin and just round the spine through, bone by bone, coming into your roll down position. Soften your knees here, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away, straighten your legs, tuck the tail down, and rebuild the spine, bone by bone, all the way back up. One last one, just like that. We hinge forward. Okay, we're going to then tuck the chin and round the spine through. The weight stays forward in the feet here. We're not hanging back in the heels. Soften your knees. And then straighten the legs back up. Tuck the tail, find your center, and just draw yourself all the way back up into your neutral spine. One more. Roll down here from the crown of the head. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, just draw the chin in and bone by bone roll through the spine. Bone by bone, bringing yourself down towards the mat. Control with your center here. Soften the knees whenever you need to. Once you're down in that full roll down, I want you to just walk your hands out down the mat. Bring your knees underneath your hips. And we find our 4-point kneeling position here. Nice neutral alignment through the spine. So the ribs look to the pelvis, okay? We're still neutral. We're still connecting up and into our center here. And we're going to start with our cat stretch from here. All right, exhale as you tuck the tail under. Scoot the abdominals up and draw yourself into your cat stretch, rounding the spine. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, we're going to extend the spine, send the tail away from you. Arch the back and look up, shoulders down the back. Good. Inhale, come back to center and neutral. Exhale, tuck the tail. Open out that lumbar spine, the mid spine, the thoracic spine, and come up. Keep that chin tucked so there's length in the back of the neck. And then lengthen the spine back to neutral and extend. Bone by bone. Up we go. Good. One more like that in each direction, feeding the spine back to neutral, tucking the tail under and rounding up into that cat stretch. Inhale, and then lengthen back to neutral. And exhale to extend. Lovely. Pick yourself back up into that 4-point kneeling neutral position. Pick one foot up off the floor, leave the knee down, and you're just going to flick that foot out to the side and we're going to turn to look at it. All right, you're going to come back through center and then we'll flick the foot to the other side and turn to look at it. Come back through center and we go again, just flicking one foot to the side, turning to look at it and letting the spine follow. So we're getting some side flexion into the spine here. One more. Flick out, come back and across the body. Bring that foot back in line with the knee and the hip, place it down, pick up the other foot and we do the same. We flick that foot out to the side and we turn to look at it. And then we bring it across the body and to the other side and turn to look at it. And you're just going to keep going, flicking that foot from side to side, letting the spine follow, looking over your shoulder, not under it. Okay, keep the back of the head lifted in line with the rest of the spine. Tummy stays switched on. All right, and then we bring that foot to rest. Take a little sit back here, rock your bottom back to your heels and round your spine and breathe. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. We're going to rock back up. Find that nice neutral spine one more time. And we're going to take a rotation here. We're going to start off keeping our standing arm straight and just feeding the other arm underneath it and turning our chest into that standing arm. All right, rotating the spine. Inhale, bring it back and change sides. Exhale, just rotate the spine here. Keep standing arm nice and straight. And then inhale. Come back center. Okay, we'll now add a little bit more into that. So as you come into that threading the needle, you're going to hinge your hips, rotate the spine, and come round into your threading the needle. Inhale, push the floor away, bring it back out, round, and then we go the other side. Exhale, rotate, hinge at the hip, rotate the spine. Inhale, draw it back round and through. Okay. Last one to each side. All right, rotate, hinge at the hip, find that threading the needle. Inhale, push the floor away. Last one. Exhale and rotate. And inhale, we draw ourselves back up and round. Knees wide, feet together and sit back. All right, into your rest. From here, we restack the spine back up and we come round into a seated position. Okay, legs are parallel, knees and hips are bent. Let's flex the ankle joints here as well, so our heels are grounded to the floor. Sitting up nice and tall, hands just resting behind your thighs. I want you to feed your spine into a C curve, so you're going to tilt the pelvis back and just round the spine. Okay, inhale, we lift up and grow tall. Good. Exhale, round the spine, scoop the belly, and inhale. Lift back up onto those sit bones, grow tall. 2 more just like that. Exhale, tilt the pelvis back, scoop the abdominals around the spine, leave the shoulders down on the rib cage. Try not to hitch them up around your ears. Good. One more here. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, we lift up. From here, place your feet on the floor. Round the spine once again, and this time walk yourself back down to the mat. Just walking your hands down your legs for support until you find yourself in your relaxation position. Okay, feel free to put a little thin head cushion behind your head if you need to. We're going to settle ourselves here, feet hip width apart, legs parallel, knees bent. Feel for your hip bones and your pubic bone and just bring them in line. So let's just roll over the sacrum a couple of times here. Bringing that pubic bone in line with those hip bones. And then we're just going to hip side to side, just drawing your waist a little bit shorter on one side and then the other. And again, you're going to settle yourself so your hips are level left and right, your pubic bones in line. We've got a nice little bit of centering and your arms are reaching long by your side. Let's take a breath in to prepare here through the nose. And as you exhale, you're going to slide your right leg away from you down the mat as the left arm reaches up and overhead. We keep neutral spine here. Inhale, slide the leg back in as the arm comes back by your side and change. Other side, left leg, right arm reaches up and away as you exhale. Inhale, draw the leg back in and the arm comes back by your side. Two more just like that to each side. Exhale, leg slide, arm reach. Spine stays neutral. Inhale, return. And we change. Exhale, leg slide, arm reach. And inhale, return. Little bit of center just to keep that neutral spine. Last one to each side here. Slide the leg and the arm away. Inhale, draw it back. And other side, slide the leg and the arm away. Good. Inhale, draw it back. Reground your feet. Check we haven't lost our neutral alignment here. And then we're going to take one knee out to the side. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, just float one knee gently out to the side, rolling onto the outer edge of that foot, keeping these hips nice and still and stable. Inhale, draw that knee back in. And then we go on to the other side. Exhale, just knee drop out to the side. Inhale to return. Two more like that to each side. Exhale, knee drop. Inhale to return. And exhale, knee drop. Keep those hips nice and still. Hands on your hip bones will just give you a bit of feedback there. So you're not rolling the pelvis from side to side. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Bringing those legs back to parallel. Hands are coming behind the head. Elbows in your peripheral vision. If you had a head support here, you can remove it. Okay, we're going to find a little bit of flexion through that top part of your spine. Take a breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, just take the weight of the head into your hands and tuck your chin. And then we're going to work bone by bone. We're going to find a little curl up here through that upper body. Okay, we're going to inhale and hold. Exhale and just melt that spine back down, bone by bone, lengthening that thoracic spine back to neutral on the mat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, tuck the chin, take the weight of the head in the hands and just curl the upper body up, sliding the ribs towards those hips and dropping them back into the mat very slightly. And then we lengthen that spine back down, bone by bone. Two more just like that. Exhale, take the weight of the head in the hands, tuck the chin and curl the upper body up. Inhale and hold. Exhale and return, bone by bone by bone, the spine back to neutral. Last one here. Tuck the chin, weight of the head in the hands, and we curl up. Slide the ribs towards the hips. Keep your center switched on. Inhale and exhale and feed that spine all the way back down to the mat. Leave your head just happy on the mat. Arms come back by your side. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to bring one knee up into a single knee fold, right angle hip and knee. Take a breath there. Keep that right angle at the knee and send that foot back to the floor. And that might mean it goes further away from you than the other foot, and that is fine. Inhale again, prepare. Exhale, bring the other knee up and into that single knee fold, right angle hip and knee. Take a breath. And then we're going to return that foot to the floor. Good. And you're going to keep going, walking from side to side here. Single knee fold. And then return. Find as much hip flexion as you can without losing your neutral spine. So ideally, if we can get beyond that 90 degrees at the hip, we will. Otherwise, we're trying to get to 90 degrees and then we'll return to the floor. Take whatever range of mobility you have there. When you're ready, we'll bring that first knee into that single knee fold. We'll find a little bit more center here. Inhale, exhale, dial up that connection into your tummy and see if you can lift that second leg off the floor into your double knee fold. All right, inhale, hold. Exhale, the first foot returns to the floor. Keep that center switched on, and then the second foot returns to the floor. Okay, lead with the other leg, this time single knee fold, double knee fold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, return the first foot to the floor and then the second foot to the floor. 2 more sets, leading with alternate legs. Exhale, single knee fold, double knee fold. Inhale, hold. Exhale to return one foot, then the other foot to the floor. Last set here. Single knee fold, find a bit more center, bring the second leg up, double knee fold. Inhale and hold. Exhale to return the first foot with control, keeping that right angle at the knee and the second foot to the floor. Walk your feet a little bit closer to your bottom once again. Check they're still hip width apart. Arms are still resting by your side. And we're going to peel the spine up into a bridge position here through our spine curl. All right, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth as you start to tilt the pelvis back, and then stand into your feet as you start to lift the spine up from the tail all the way up, coming into a little bridge position here. Shoulder blades relaxed on the mat. Take a breath in. And as you exhale bone by bone, we bring that spine all the way back down into neutral on the mat, rolling the pelvis back to neutral. Okay, pubic bone in line with those hip bones, and then we go again. Exhale, tilt the pelvis back and peel the spine up bone by bone, standing into those hips. Standing into the feet as you lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale at the top there. Exhale, bring the spine down, bone by bone by bone. Working through that rib cage, then your lower back, and then returning to neutral. Keep those arms well connected to the mat next to you. All right, so you can really feel the palms of your hands and the backs of your arms into the mat as you peel that spine up once again. Think about sending the knees away from you here, really opening and lengthening out down the thigh bones. Inhale at the top. Exhale, bring the ribs down. Really connect that rib cage back into the mat. Keep your pelvic tilt for as long as you can here as you wheel that spine all the way back down. We've got one last one, guys. Make it count, okay? Exhale as you tilt the pelvis back. Start to stand into the feet. Make sure your big toe, your little toe, and your heel are connected into the mat. Elevate the hips up to the ceiling. Be strong here as you take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bone by bone by bone, you melt the spine, vertebra by vertebra, back down into the mat. Well done indeed. Bring your legs together now. Connect your ankles, your knees, your inner thighs. Take your palms up, your arms slightly wider than you. And we're going to take a little rotation now into the spine. We start in a neutral position. And as we exhale, we roll the pelvis over to one side. Okay, keeping those legs glued together. We inhale, we bring the pelvis back to center. And then we exhale and we roll the pelvis over the other way. Rotating the spine. Good. Inhale, draw the hips back center. Exhale, rotate the pelvis. The legs move as a passenger. Keep those knees glued together. Inhale, bring them back. Exhale, rotate. Good. Try and leave the arms just relaxing on the floor next to you. All right, let's go 2 more to each side. Exhale. Try and keep those knees together. I don't want to see the knees flopping off like this, okay? Keep those knees squeezing together. Inhale, come back. Exhale, rotate. Good. Feet will stack one on top of the other. Inhale, return. This is our last one to each side, guys. Rotate the pelvis, rotate the spine. Inhale, return. And exhale, we go the other way. Good job. Inhale, bring it back. All right, sweeping the hands back behind the head. All right, spine back in neutral on the mat. Take the feet back to hip width apart so the legs are parallel. Okay, we find our oblique curl now. So still neutral through the pelvis and spine. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck the chin and take the weight of the head into your hands. You're going to start to curl up with an oblique curl. So you're going to take the opposite shoulder towards the opposite hip. So I'm going left shoulder to right hip, and I'm finding that rotation. Okay, inhale, bring it all the way back down to the mat, rest your head. And then exhale, weighted the head in the hands, tuck the chin, and we rotate right shoulder to left hip this time, keeping the pelvis as still as you can. Inhale, bring it back down to the mat. Good. Exhale, off you go, back into that first oblique. Left shoulder to right hip. Good. And then lengthen it through. Keep the weight of the head nice and heavy in the hands. Elbows still in peripheral vision. Exhale, right shoulder to left hip. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rotate. We're going to do 2 more to each side. Rotate, nice and simple. Opposite shoulder to opposite hip. Good. And lengthen it back out and down. Good. Exhale, off we go. Inhale, lower. 1 more to each side. Exhale, rotate. Oblique curl. Inhale. And exhale, last one. Oblique curl. Good. Inhale, lower it down. Very nicely done. Take a full body stretch here. Reach the arms and the legs away. You can allow the ribs to lift a little here if that feels nice for you. Take a breath in and then soften the rib cage. Bring your arms forward back by your side. Bend your knees back in and let's roll over onto our side from here. Feet in line with your bottom. Arm reaching up your mat. And again, you can pop a little spin cushion or a folded towel in between your head and your arm if you have one available. Okay, hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. Get that little bit of lift in the waist here. So we're active in this side lying position. Center. And you're going to start by just lifting that top knee, keeping the feet together. All right, and lower it down. This is your oyster. Exhale, lift that top knee. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift the top knee. Inhale, lower it down. And we keep this little gap underneath the rib cage. Okay, we work into our center, so we keep the pelvis nice and still. The hips stay stacked, one on top of the other. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Good. 3 more here. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. And 2. And lower. And last one. Lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that knee down. Well done indeed. Give that a little rub and switch yourselves round. Come up to a seated position and then we'll come on to the other side. Okay, so come into seated. Bring the soles of your feet together and sit up as tall as you can, lengthening up through the crown of the head. We'll find a little side flexion here. Keep the ribs looking at the hips. One arm's going to float up by your ear. We're going to lift that arm up towards the ceiling and come over to the side. Keep the arm nice and long here. Keep the chest looking forward. We're not rotating that top arm forward at this stage. All right, inhale. Exhale, lift it back up, float the arm down, other side, other arm floats up. Exhale, we come over to the side. Again, try not to rotate that arm forward. Inhale to that open side. Exhale, restack the spine, lift it up. 1 more to each side here. Switch the arms, lift up. Exhale, over we come. Inhale. Exhale, return. Switch the arms around, over we go. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, lift it all the way back up. Restack the spine and bring yourselves round onto your other side. Okay, so your feet are in line with your bottom. You're going to draw a line from your hip up with that bottom arm and rest your head on your arm, or you can pop a little head cushion into there. We're shoulder over shoulder, we're hip over hip. Your feet are in line with your bottom. Okay, your hips are stacked. You've got a little bit of lift in the underside of the waist. There's length through the top line of the waist. We're centered here. Okay, inhale, prepare. Exhale, squeeze your feet together, lift the top knee. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. And inhale to lower. Good. Exhale, lift. Squeeze those feet together. Inhale and lower. And exhale to lift. And inhale to lower. Good. Let's go for 3 more of these. 3. And lower. And 2. and lower. Last one and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Very nicely done. Well done. Roll from here onto your tummies. Bring your arms into a little diamond press position. So get your thumbs and your forefingers together. Find a little diamond shape and bring your forehead into that shape, just lengthening your elbows out to the side. Pick up your ribs and just make them look towards your hips. Bring the pubic bone and the hip bones in line and find a nice neutral spine here. Relax through the shoulders. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, just want you to lift the back of your head and neck up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, we're just going to lower that back down. Exhale, just lift the back of the head and neck up. And inhale, lower it down. If it feels a bit tight in the shoulders here, just take the hands a little wider, bring the forehead to the mat, and you can do the same thing. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale. Good. And inhale to lower. All right, from here. Exhale, lift up. Walk your elbows in underneath your shoulders. Form fists with your hands and really push into the floor. So we're keeping ourselves in this slightly extended position now. Okay, strong through those forearms. Pick the belly button up so we're really connected into our center. And from here, I want you to bend one foot in toward your bottom, pulse it twice, and send the leg away. Other side. Kick, kick, straighten the leg. Kick, kick, straighten the leg. Good. Kick, kick, straighten the leg. Good. 2 more to each side. Kick, kick, and straighten the leg. Kick, and straighten the leg. Kick, kick, and straighten the leg. Well done. Bring the upper body down and gently push back into your rest position. Bottom to heels, knees wide, round the spine. And breathe. In through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, one more time. Inhale here. And exhale. Okay, we stack that spine all the way back up. And we bring ourselves back round into our relaxation position. Okay, just easing the spine back down onto the mat. Lying down, neutral spine, legs parallel and hip width apart, arms by your side. I want you to bring one knee up and into your single knee fold here and straighten that leg up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to bend that knee fully back in, and then we're going to straighten it back up again. Good, and bend. One more time here, straighten that leg up. Hold that leg in towards you, support that thigh. And then I want you to point and flex your ankle here. Good, and then you're going to circle that ankle round. And then we're going to send it back the other way. Okay, give those toes a little wiggle. And then we're going to bend that leg back into its single knee fold position. Okay, see if we can slide that supporting leg away from you a little bit, just to give yourself a bit more space. And we're going to start circling this knee round. So you're going to take that knee across the body slightly, away from you, out wide a little, and then back in. And we're going to keep the pelvis as still as we can here as we circle that knee round, keeping the knee fold. 2 more in this direction. Circle the knee. Inhale here. And exhale, center. All right, we're going back the other way. 4 circles in the other direction. Control as the knee goes wide, and then draw it in as it comes across the body. Exhale, center. Inhale as the knee draws back up. 2 more here. Exhale and inhale. And last one, exhale and inhale. Good. Hug that knee in towards you. Send that supporting leg out nice and straight, and take your hip flexor straight. Good. Slide the supporting leg back in. Place that foot you've just circled on that knee. Okay, and that might feel like a stretch right there, and you can leave it there. Check you're in good alignment. And if you want a bit more, you're going to draw those knees in towards you and find your figure of four stretch or your piriformis stretch. And just breathe there, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Release tension through the body, and again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, release the feet back down to the floor, and we'll change sides with that. The other knee comes into a single knee fold, and we're just going to straighten and bend that leg. So full flexion and range through the knee joint, encouraging a little hamstring stretch. We're going to keep that leg nice and straight now. Support the thigh, draw that leg in towards you a little more, and then we're going to point and flex. Ankle, finding a calf stretch in here as well. And then we'll circle the ankle round. Mine's clicking well. I don't know about yours. And then circle it back the other way. Oh, yeah. Click, 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 click through the ankle. I don't know if the mic will pick that up or not, but it's happening. Okay, give your toes a little wiggle. And then we're going to return that knee into its knee fold position. Just walk that standing leg away a little bit. We're still neutral through the spine here. We're going into those knee circles, 4 in each direction. Inhale as the knee comes across the body, circle it away from you. And exhale as it comes wide. You stabilize the pelvis and sweep it back round and in. Inhale here and exhale. Circle that thigh bone round in the hip joint. Inhale and exhale. One more. Keep that standing leg still and grounded. Inhale and exhale. We send it back the other way. Keep those hips as still as you can. Take the knee out to the side as you exhale. Circle it around. Inhale, draw it back up and in. Exhale. And then inhale as it comes back across the body and in. Good. 2 more. Inhale here. And exhale. And inhale, draw that knee up and in. Hug that knee in towards you. Send the supporting leg long and find your hip flexor stretch here. Breathe. All right, and then you slide that supporting leg in, place that ankle you've just been circling on the other knee, and that might feel like a stretch and you can leave it there. Or if you want a bit more, you draw those knees in, holding onto that supporting thigh for your figure of 4 stretch. All right, and breathe here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Release tension through the body. Inhale here and exhale, release. All right, bring the feet to the floor. Leave your arms by your side and just turn your head from side to side here. And if you have an overball at home, you can pop that behind your head at this point. Just turning your head side to side, thinking nose to shoulder as you gently rotate through the head and neck. Exhale to move. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Last one, guys. Exhale, rotate. And inhale, we come back to center. All right, draw your knees in, hands behind your thighs, tilt your pelvis back, okay? Curl the upper body up, just draw yourself into a ball, okay? And from here, I want you to gently rock yourself round to a seated position. We'll call it a day there for today. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again very, very soon.